What's up, everyone? So I'm filming on a different camera today, so we're gonna kind of see how that goes with the audio and everything. So bear with me if the audio sounds terrible, that's why. But I got a lot done recently. Last time you saw the engine, it was on a stand. So I basically threw the engine in the car, and I put one of the heads on. I kind of stopped that night, and then after that, the next night I got kind of carried away and I put the whole thing together. So this is what it looks like now. The whole thing is completely back together. So I have a couple things I still need to do, like put the exhaust on, plug wires. I gotta wire the fans up again, and then add oil and water, and then it's gonna be ready to start. So when starting up an engine for the first time, when you recently redid the bottom end, changed the rings and stuff like that, you're gonna wanna use braking oil. So this has like a lot of zinc in it, and it's not synthetic, so all the minerals and stuff in it basically help the engine break in, or the ring seat, and that's going to basically be the goal today. And let me kind of show you guys, or go through exactly how I'm going to do it. So people have a lot of methods of how to break in their engine. I'm basically going off of two different companies, one Texas Speed and another one GT86. I got my list of basically what I'm going to be doing here. So basically you want to prime the oil. You want to be cranking it without spark or fuel, so you can get good oil pressure before you start, to make sure the bearings and everything are lubricated. Then we're gonna actually start the car, and as soon as I start, I'm gonna basically jump out of the car and come over to the throttle body and start revving it. And I want to keep it above idle to try to get the rings to start seating properly, and I'm gonna do that all the way till it gets to temps. Then I'm gonna go ahead and shut the car off, let it cool down all the way back till it's room temperature, then do the same thing again. That's kind of off what Texas Speed does. They just warm up, cool down twice. And then J pistons, they talk about how you're supposed to keep it like above idle. You want to keep varying RPMs when you do the first start. And then after that, you're gonna let it cool down, and then we're gonna turn it back on. I have to have a friend come over and help me bleed the clutch. One of my friends stepped on it when the transmission was out, so it popped the like throwout bearing piece out. But we're gonna go ahead and start it, and then we're gonna drive it. So when you drive it, you want to drive it pretty hard under load. We're gonna probably ease into doing like some red line pulls, and should be pretty fun. We're actually gonna see how fast this thing is. But yeah, so that's gonna be the goal today. Pretty much get it on the street and start breaking in the piston rings to get them fully seated against the piston wall. Okay, so I'm gonna get to work doing everything. You guys have seen me put headers and stuff on, so I'm just gonna try to knock this out, and then we'll get to where I'm about to start the car. So headers, plug wires, everything's in, everything's ready. I'll replace the O-ring on the injector, and right as I finished, I went up and checked, and the last of the oil got here. So I'm about to throw this in and go grab some distilled water, fill it up, and then we're gonna go ahead and start this thing. All right, oil's filled, coolant's topped off. It's time to start this thing. So basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the camera rolling while I do this. I need to kind of focus on what's going on with the engine to make sure it's running right. But yeah, essentially I'm gonna start it, jump out really quick after I prime the oil, and then start revving it and keeping it in like a medium, at like a medium RPM. And after that, I'm basically gonna be like topping off coolant as I go to make sure it doesn't like overheat or do anything crazy. And once it gets warm, and I see it on the temp gauge, we're gonna shut it off and let it cool down and do it one more time. And then I have some friends coming over, we're gonna bleed the clutch and then go drive it. So let's get this thing going. All right, coil packs are unplugged. Let's prime the oil. Alright, just gonna check the oil levels, make sure nothing's leaking. Just some water. Nothing else is fresh. Super nervous. I already did this once, but I don't know. I always feel like it's just gonna blow up as soon as I turn it on. So one of my fittings just started shooting oil out. It's going under the car. The fitting that's leaking is this one right here. The one, ooh, that's hot. With the line that I replaced. So I'm gonna try to tighten that. I might have to take it off and put some Teflon tape in it. I'm just hoping I don't lose a bunch of oil. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to figure this out, and then we're gonna run it again. All right, guys, so I'm back again. I got my friend helping me this time. I got that new oil line in. It was just a quick fix. I clearanced the steering rack a little bit more too, to make sure that slightly different size fitting isn't rubbing. So we're about to turn it on again right now and get it warm, let it cool down, and then do it one more time, and then we're gonna go for a drive. And we got the clutch blood already, and everything's set to go. More bolts for that. Burning off some old oil. All right, everything's looking good. It's just a little smoky because we're gonna burn a little bit of oil while the rings seat, but yeah, so far it's working. All right, we're about to head out and maybe go wash the car or something, but we're gonna do our first test drive. So we're gonna have to drive it a little bit hard under load to break the rings in to get them to seat. So hopefully we'll have some fun while we do it. Oh, it's so much faster. Oh, dude.
So Connor sponsored by Taco Bell today.
Let this thing overheat in the drive-thru.
Got toasty in here.
Something happened. Fire.
Where? Oh, shoot.
Get the camera out.
It's recording.
So it just caught on fire.
Oh boy. You got a leak of something.
That was scary. Is that oil again?
No, look at it's all splashed. Here, Hold the hood up real quick. Connor, hold the hood up. Connor, grab the... Oh boy.
Thank God I have that fire extinguisher. You're still recording, right?
Yeah.
Dude, what the hell was that?
Dude, I got that whole thing where it smoked up on video, I think.
Yeah, like hesitated to get out. I was like, oh fuck, like I don't even want to know.
I'm just gonna sit here and let the smoke kill me.
I definitely didn't hurt the car. The oil pressure is still where it is right now. Like it's holding oil pressure. So that means there has to be a line.
Well, flip ignition on. See if it'll change.
No, the oil pressure is manual.
I'm gonna start recording.
Okay. So this whole oil line thing is getting a little ridiculous. I'm about to show you guys exactly what happened. It's kind of funny because the oil line I fixed and replaced and got a different fitting on. The old fitting failed and the line popped off. So it shot oil everywhere and got on the headers and caught on fire because the car was hot. We were driving it really hard. Other than that though, the car performs great. It's so fast. Like it literally feels almost twice as fast as it would before, especially now that it doesn't have a dead cylinder. The extra compression definitely helps. It's just running way better. The compression in general is probably a lot better just because of the new rings and everything like that. Like it just feels like a better, newer engine. But we broke it in pretty hard. You guys will see the video, or you've probably already watched it, the way I edit it. But yeah, let me show you exactly where the fitting is that came off. Okay, so under the car, you can see on my oil block, the out is the new fitting I put on with the new line. Second line I replaced because it burned. Here's the one that came off. You can see the hose popped up, the fitting, and yeah, it came off. So I'm gonna use the fittings that I just bought because obviously they work. But yeah, hopefully this doesn't keep happening because this is kind of sketchy. I'm losing a lot of oil doing this. Also, just for peace of mind, I caught it really early and I shut the car off and it had perfect oil pressure as the car was just sitting there because it's a manual gauge. So we didn't even lose oil pressure the whole time. I only lost probably like a quart, maybe a quart and a half. So the engine's totally fine. But other than that, I'm gonna cut the video here because I'm not gonna wait a whole nother 2 weeks to get more parts and then keep continuing this. But you guys all saw their car rip. It feels great. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm probably just gonna fix this off the side and make sure it's good and we'll do more videos just because it's like annoying and I literally just did it with a different line. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, see where this thing ends up going, and leave a like because my car was on fire. All right, I'll see you guys next time.